moments from you walking off the stage at the press conference of Tony Ferguson, how would you put into words what just happened out there?
Honestly, when I go to the press conference, I think I want to be nice, I don't want to go crazy,
Yeah.
But when he beginning to talk about like street fight, I go a little bit crazy, yes. Because this guy never fight in street. What are you talking about? I have a lot of fight in street. This guy never fight because American you cannot fight here street.
No.
But I grew up, I grew up in Dagestan, mountain. Every day I fight in street. You talk about street fight.
I am a little interested. Why was that such a trigger for you, though? You said there's a lot of fights in Dagestan.
Because people don't understand. Maybe people think I'm like him from America. No, I'm not from America, and I'm from Dagestan. And we fight all the time here. There, like in school, like everywhere, like gym, I have a lot of fights in street, And when he talk about like street fight, like I don't understand. This can never fight in street.
You guys have been through press conferences before. I can't recall off the top of my head a time where he's irritated you like that. Was this the first time that he sort of made you emotional or got under your skin a little bit?
Honestly, you never see me when I go emotional. This is not.
Yeah.
This is not like when I go emotional like this. When I go emotional, I really go emotional. This is nothing. And like street fight is like completely different. This is not like when you fight one-on-one inside the cage with George. This is like completely different. And of course, he's a great fighter, but street fight is a completely different fight.
Do you think it meant something more because it came from him too? Because I feel like over the last couple of years, you've made it no secret. You hold him at a certain level in terms of a competitor. So is that also maybe what he said about street fights bothered you, but also just you guys? It's time to have this fight, right? I mean, is that part of it?
We're supposed to fight a couple of times, but right now it's time, I think. And 2 times he have injured, 2 times I have injured, and for my legacy, on my list, I need for Tony Ferguson, for sure. I need this guy name, I put this guy name on my list, and then I can say who else, and nobody can say nothing, And I'm very excited about this fight, but about my emotional, you guys know I have I have a lot of beef, but nothing go inside my mind.
Yeah, we don't need to worry about you
yes,
being too fired up for this one.
I'm relaxed. I have real Mexican gangster with me, I have real Dagestan gangster with me, Like I have both sides, I know Mexican people, I know Dagestan people, I know American people, but I don't like when people go like try to be fake. This is not good.
You said something in the press conference that caught my attention. You said that, are you really worried that people will say, oh, he's 36, he's 37 years old?
No, I'm not worried, but I understand this is very big excuse for people. They're gonna say, oh, if they fight before, like 4 or 5 years ago, it was interesting. But right now, okay, Khabib beat him, but he's like 37 years old. This is very big excuse for haters, for his fans, for him, This is like what I think, because always when I fight with someone, before fight, everybody talk about now is good challenge. After fight, bam, everybody say, okay, we understand, Khabib take them down and dominate them, like everybody say, before we understand, before we knew, Khabib gonna beat him. And but right now, people talk about, okay, Tony Ferguson can win, Khabib can win, but okay, what they gonna say after fight? When I make him flat and smash him, like when I beat him, what they gonna say? They're gonna say, okay, age. That's why I worry,
You've told me before that he has trouble with wrestlers, that you were there, you watched him fight Danny Castillo, and you felt he lost that fight. So knowing that, what do you think he's working on, and what do you think his strategy is going to be in this fight?
I think nothing changed. I think he wanna stay long, and reach, kick, jab, if I come close, use his elbow. Like if I take him down, like play his guard, like nothing changed, What he can change right now, when he 36 years old, what he can change? Nobody can change nothing, Like if you ask about me, about myself, I improve a lot. Like first of all, what I improve, I think I improve my ground game.
Really?
Yes,
Like what part of it?
Like people talk about, oh, Khabib take down people, he maul them. Like, this is not enough for me. Always when I watch my fights, after 3 months, I watch how I do this mistake. Like after 3 months, and I think I have to move this, I have to put my leg there. You know, like always I watch and I think, wow, 3 months ago, I do this 3 months ago, now I'm different, you know? And always like I try to learn, you know? And I improve a lot with Javier Mendes, my striking game, my boxing, you know, like my distance, how I move, my footwork. And of course, nobody can be like perfect, but I know one thing, I improve all the time. I become better.
Does that make you want to do it longer? Because there are rumors and people talk about, you get this question a lot now, how much longer you want to do this, how many more fights do you have? Because you're still learning, does that make you want to maybe stick around longer?
No, like I still learning, I become, I have like more power, I feel like hungry, everything, but about how much longer I'm gonna be in this game, I don't know. Because everything about mental, you know? If you're tired, you have to stop, you know? If you enjoy with this, if you understand, if your close people, your sparring partners, father, like Coach Javier, like Ali, like everybody say to me, hey, you become better, because they always honest with me. And I'm gonna keep fighting. If I understand my time, I have to stop, I'm gonna stop, you know, because right now I'm 31 years old. This is like perfect time for lightweight division. I'm not 36 years old, and I think right now is like I have like my prime time.
Because of everything that you think Tony is, and 12-fight win streak and everything that he represents, your greatest challenge in the lightweight division. Once you beat him on April 18th, who's left? Who's left in the lightweight division? Who's the real challenges that'll still make a point, like the kind of point that you want to make?
Drama and money, this is Conor. Like if you talk about real fight, I don't know. Like we have a lot of very good fighters, but if I fight with them, I'm gonna be big favorite. Like not like with Tony or other guys. I'm gonna be big favorite. This make sense? Or no? We have to think.
You want that? Does that interest you?
Like people ask me when after Conor, when they give me Dustin Poirier, where you get motivation? You know, I find. You know, when I told people, hey, I have big motivation, I'm hungry, I really want to compete with best fighters in the world, you know, this is inside my blood, you know, I feel this, you know, I do this all my life. Like some people believe me, some people no, because they think, you know, I'm famous, I have money, I have belt, I defend my belt, I just finished my biggest fight in UFC history, you know, in combat sport history. Now they give me Dustin Poirier. Where are you gonna get motivation? Like I told people, I have. Right now I have. You know, like we never know what's gonna happen tomorrow.
How do you feel about Gaethje? Because I think that would be the one guy left, right? People are like, do you feel like he's a real legitimate threat, or do you think he's
he's top, high level lightweight right now. He on the top, like one of the best lightweight right now. I think like Gaethje, Hooker is very good, Islam, like they have like 5-6. You know, like Charles Oliveira, Kevin Lee, you know, Hooker, you know, it's like Paulo Ferreira, a lot of tough guys, but I think they're gonna fight each other. They have to fight. You know, what they have position, I've been there. I've been there, you know, because I fight with every fight, 28 fight, you know, 12 fight in UFC. And they have to fight each other. They have to fight.
And then you would have interest in those guys, you think? You would, okay. I know you don't want to, we don't need to talk about Conor McGregor, he's not involved in this fight. But I did ask you in California, I do want to follow up. I asked you, if Dana White calls you, cell phone, he wants you to fight Conor McGregor, you said, I'm going to tell him don't call me about this guy. We don't need to talk about this guy. So if after you beat Tony Ferguson on April 18th, you get that cell phone call.
This guy gonna call me.
He's gonna call you and ask you
He's
for
gonna
that
call
fight.
me, because he's gonna call me 100%. Then please don't call me. If you want dinner, let's go, but we'll see. He's gonna call me. But let's focus on Tony Ferguson right now. You know, we have a lot of options, you know. some people like in Middle East and Saudi Arabia, they already ask me like very big money for fight Floyd Mayweather. I have contract with the UFC, you know. I have fight contract. I had to fight with Tony Ferguson. You know? It's like, you know, when you become big star, everybody wanna see you against everybody. You know, like fight with him, fight with him, fight with him. You know, like this is crazy. But I have to focus. I have to be focused on my opponent. Right now, I have big challenge. Even if he's a stupid guy, he's a great fighter. You know, he's a great fighter. He has very good skill. You know, he can fight, he can kick, he can punch, he can wrestle, he can grapple with you. You know, he's a great opponent, and we respect his skills, and that's why we focus on him, and I want to be focused on him.
Yeah. And the last thing I'll ask you is that are you feeling that? Like, do you feel that in camp that there's just a little bit different, that this is not just about a title, it's not just about a defense, like this is about who was the best lightweight of this generation.
This
is that
not
how
about
it feels?
belts too. This is not about belts, this is not about money, this is not about pay-per-view, nothing. This is about history, because after 50 years people are gonna watch this fight. They're gonna watch these guys fight on their prime when they have 12 win streak in UFC, and after this fight, UFC never make like this fight, 12 win streak versus 12 win streak.
Yeah.
Like if you watch like John Jones, last 3 fights, he fight who have like 3 win streak, 4 win streak. These guys, like, if you wanna build yourself, like if you wanna become legend, you have to take risk. You know, like when you fight with somebody, it's have to be risk. You know, people have to talk about, oh, maybe he lose, maybe he win. Okay, you win. Next fight, he have to be same. Like for example, Tyson Fury, why he become big? He take fight Klitschko, he beat him. People talk about Klitschko gonna beat him. Then he fight Wilder, draw. Then again he fight Wilder. People talk about 50-50, or maybe Wilder gonna knock him out. But he come and smash him. You know, like dominate him. That's why he become big. You have to take challenge. You have to be like, people have to talk, okay, like maybe you're gonna lose, but right now what position we have? I'm gonna fight with Tony Ferguson. People talk about, oh, Tony Ferguson can beat him. This is his toughest challenge. This is what I like.